I'm mute. Oh my god, I was muted the whole time. Crazy. I'm a genius. Press the button and then press it twice to re-mute myself. Well done, Michael. Welcome into the stream, people. I hope you're all well. James, I see, or Joe, Joseph, James, Diamond,
Roses
Goosestick,
are red.
Colonel. What
Bananas are yellow.
today?
I don't know why I rhyme like this, it's just how I say hello.
Fuck's sake. Well done, lad. But no, but welcome into the stream. I hope you're well. I'm going to turn the music off. There we go. Yeah, so last stream was Monday night. It was Man United versus Everton from the Hill Dickinson Stadium. A 1-0 win thanks to Benjamin Sesko's second half strike. His 6th goal in 7 appearances, I believe, was the stat used or being thrown around. We are now returning home to Old Trafford. We on Sunday the 1st of March, 2 o'clock kickoff UK time for Manchester United against Crystal Palace. A game in which, due to the results that have happened throughout the weekend, if Manchester United step away with any form of victory, they will be in the top 3 of the Premier League for the first time since... What was the stat I read earlier? It was like the first time we've been in the top 3 in like 3 years or something. Which I'm not sure how true that is, but... We'll get the heart rate monitor started as well. That should pop up very shortly. Dan, welcome into the stream. I hope you're well. Welcome. Nice to see you over on Kick. I've also got the stream vertical format open on YouTube, so I can hopefully read that chat should there be any issues. But welcome in. We are live on Kick and on YouTube for Matchday 28. Manchester United hosting Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. The lineups are confirmed, and I will go through that with you now on the screen. If you are watching in horizontal, if you're watching in vertical, I can't get it on the screen, unfortunately, but I can read it out to you. It's one change from the what seems to be forever tactic and lineup for Michael Carrick in a 4-2-3-1. It's Senna Lamans in goal with Diogo Dalot at right back, Lenny Yoro and Maguire as the centre-back partnership, and Luke Shaw at left-back. The ever-present Casemiro and Mainu double pivot. And then you've got Mbermo, who has been starting the last few games in the striker position, moving out to the right-hand side in his more natural right wing. Cunha stays on the left with Bruno Fernandes between the two, behind Benjamin Sesko, who gets his first Premier League start under Michael Carrick. Ahmad drops to the bench after a, let's say, less than stellar performance Monday night, and Sesko deserving to start. I think it was the right decision to bring Ahmad into the bench, take the pressure off him a little bit, and see if he can impact the game from the bench, which he inevitably will get an opportunity to do so. So that is the starting 11, as we always have now on the separate page. We'll transfer back over to the main page. Am I surprised that Carrick hasn't been given the permanent contract yet? No, I'm not. I think that he will end up with the contract or the permanent contract, but just take it. Just take it. For fuck's sake.
Answer the question.
You have a question?
Yeah, answer your question, your answer. Carrick.
Yeah, but I don't know where I got to now because you interrupted me for the sake of Doritos.
No, I don't think he'll get the contract.
No, I'm not surprised that he hasn't been given the contract because I think that they're going to wait until closer to the end, if not after the season's finished, and then deliberate the options based on who's available during or after the World Cup. There's a few managers that are looking to leave their clubs throughout Europe or have already left. So I think whilst things are going well, let's not put any extra pressure on or make any rash decisions. I do think he'll end up with the job, but I don't think it'll be confirmed until till the summer. Yeah. So we are, 5 or so minutes away from kickoff. Heart rate monitor is now working. Lovely stuff. I should probably move it on the vertical overlay because it covers the away badge and I don't like that. So we're going to move it. Where should I move it? I should pop it down there. Why not? Pochettino will be available after the World Cup. De Zerbi's also looking for a new club. He'll be head coach. I don't want Pochettino. Straight up, don't want Pochettino. I don't want his style of play. I don't want his style of management. I don't want his style of tactics. De Zerbi, I would have taken him a couple of years back. I think he wouldn't work well with this board. I think there would be issues off the pitch if De Zerbi was to come in and say things didn't start off very well. I think he could have issues within the hierarchy in the top end. The front runner for me is Michael Carrick. I know that there's contact allegedly between United representatives and Julian Nagelsmann, the young German manager. And then obviously you've got managers that are managing at the World Cup. Your Tuchel's, your Ancelotti's, etc. But as the players make their way out onto the Old Trafford pitch, Bruno Fernandes leads the United side out. I'm gonna say that my current guess would or preference would be Carrick, but give it to him once this season is wrapped up, either points wise and we're confirmed as top four, or at the end of the season once everything's been sat down, you can review it as a whole. Your heart rate maxed at 153 on Friday. What activity were you doing that peaked you at that level? Sorry, I know that was a long-winded answer for the manager one. What about? I did not mean to join the VC. They could offer it to him during the next international break, but I don't think it's necessary. You were shredding boxes of paper and your heart rate hit 153. Did you accidentally almost shred your fingers and you panicked, or what was the reason for the elevated heart rate? Because 153 is high. You were panicking. Imagine if Tottenham get relegated. I mean, it's a possibility. They play at the same time. Who are they playing? Who are Spurs playing? Because it's Forest Brighton, it's United Palace, it's Spurs Fulham. That's it. I mean, if they don't beat Fulham, they could be in a seriously strong and tight relegation battle. They need a result. So yet Sesko with 6 goals in his last 7 appearances for United, scoring twice against Burnley, once against Brighton, once against Fulham, once against West Ham, and once against Everton Monday night. So let's see if we can continue that rich vein of form. We'll see how we get on. I've gone with a 3-0 Man United win. We'll see what people's predictions are. I can see you saying 2-0. We'll see if anybody else has got any predictions in either of the chats, and we'll see how United get on. Non-stop all day, like in the heist movies when they're chucking the money bags and they can't afford to stop for a single second. So you were just like prolonged exercise was raising the heart rate. That makes sense. Well, if my heart rate reaches 153 today, then something very insane has happened, either positively or I'm screaming and shouting as Susie's going to kick me out of the house. So we'll hope that that's not the case. The snacks on offer today are cool original Doritos with salsa, Maryland cookies, and Jammy Dodgers. So we'll see how much of those we get through today. But, as always, our attention turns to the football. We're going to take the thumbnails away. Oh, hold on a second. That's not right. Should be that. Seeing a mini version of myself is not what we were anticipating. And we are now underway. So we'll wait for the tracker to sort itself out. But we are underway. Palace in their white away kit with the blue and red accents. United in their standard home attire. Is that the right word? Dean Henderson's due to have his best game of the season. It always happens against us. I am ready and waiting for it. That tracker also just needs to be adjusted slightly. There we go. Right, we're good to go. Tracker's up. We are ready. Palace in the early ascendancy. Ball in from Tyreek Mitchell from the left-hand side. Not cleared properly. Drops to Strand Larson. And his first attempt is high and wide off the left-hand side. Goal kick to United. If you dip a cookie in this salsa, I will never talk to you again. Like, straight facts. I think you're insane. Harry Wilson would suit someone like Man United in the summer. He's currently a free agent as of the end of the season. Fulham want to tie him down to a new contract, but it's not looking likely. I think we're going to be looking for Lamans to go long to Benjamin Sesko for flick-ons, especially in the early part of the game. Bruno Fernandes down quite easily under contact from Kamada. And Palace have got a reset to Henderson, who scuffs his clearance, and Bruno Fernandes will strike it first time, but didn't quite get the connection he wanted, just like Henderson's clearance. A little bit loose. But an early opportunity, and Bruno seems to be up for this one. So hopefully we'll get a good game out of him. Would definitely help me with FPL. He is my captain. So goal, couple of assists, man of the match performance, clean sheet. Yes, please. Munoz back in the side for Palace. Inside for Sarr. Strikes from the edge of the box. It's a cross to Larson, who tried a scorpion flick. Didn't quite make contact, and now for another goal kick for United. An early start for Palace that, they've started quickly. It was deflected off Maguire, and Larson, Larson just trying to adjust his body due to the deflection. If he'd have made contact, it definitely would have ended up on target. And apparently we've conceded a corner, so Strand Larson must not have made a single piece of contact on the ball then. So United defending their first in-swinging corner. It's gone high and central. Lacroix's header, and it's in. Maxence Lacroix has put Palace in the lead from the corner. The header just caught everybody off guard by the looks of it. There was no attempt to try and block it. Back across Lamans, and 1-0 Crystal Palace. Wow. Okay. Not the greatest start to the game for United. Lamans was never getting there. It was right back across him. There's no obstruction of the keeper at all. He's covering this near post, and yep, the header's just gone straight across him. He's not going to be able to get there. There's nobody able to block it. It's a great header from Lacroix. And, Palace have made a great start to the game. And 1-0. There goes a clean sheet. And there goes my 3-0 prediction. Fantastic. United 0, Palace 1. 4 minutes in. Damn. Cunha's going to have an interesting battle against Munoz in this game today. I can tell just by the way that Munoz has closed down Cunha twice already. Palace coming forward again with Kamada out to Mitchell. Wharton loses it, and Burmo picks up quickly. Kamada's pulled him back. That's got to be a yellow card. Has to be, and it is. So we've had a goal and a yellow card within 5 minutes of the start of the game. Both of them on Palace players. Lacroix with a goal, Kamada with a yellow. No need to get stressed, no need to get angry, no need to get... I mean, obviously it's frustrating to go 1-0 down, but I mean, going 1-0 down within 4 minutes is a lot better than going 1-0 down with 4 minutes to play. So plenty of football, plenty of time on the clock. See how United respond. You've gone from 2-0 to now 3-1. I mean, I'll be happy if it happens. But I'm not going to change my prediction. I never do. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. One day I'll get it right. Casemiro picks up a loose interception and pings one out to Luke Shaw to come forward. It's dropped inside for Kobbie Mainoo. He really has had a resurgence under Michael Carrick since he re-established his position. Euro with a crossover pass looking for Mateus Cunha, who doesn't quite get on the end of it. It was a sliding attempt just to get the ball back across. As out for a goal kick. Nice idea. Gets the thumbs up from Cunha, but not quite able to make the contact on it. Lacroix just bullied Euro a little bit and lost him for a second. And yeah. Two centre-halves, two French centre-halves going at each other. And Lacroix got the better of the youngster. Great header. Yeah, it was sloppy. But, like I say, plenty of time to play. Casemiro, inside for Bruno Fernandes, dropped in for Kobbie Mainoo. Out to the right-hand side for Mbermo, up against Tyreek Mitchell. Drops inside, Casemiro. Dallo on the overlap with a little bit of space, takes a touch, going to assess the options, going to take on Mitchell to the byline. Cross is blocked, but it's not out just yet. And the header goes over the top and then into the hands of Dean Henderson. Palace very solidified in their 3-4-3 under Glasner, who is obviously leaving at the end of the season. Has no interest in re-signing, wants a new challenge. There is a goal at the Amex. Forest versus Brighton, and that is an unbelievable... So who's that? Gomez. That's an unbelievable strike. Brighton lead at home to Notts Forest, 1-0. Vedim, how we doing? Welcome in. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. I'm not too bad. I'm obviously not great in relation to the result that's or the scoreline that's on at the moment, but all things considered, I'm not doing too bad, mate. Sarr dropping inside Kobbie. He's just stepped away from Kobbie Mainoo, and now Mitchell's got a lot of space. Dallo needs to get over and cover, and he does block the cross. And then Mbermo going to get there ahead of Mitchell. No, he doesn't. In for Kamada. Yeah, they connection is bad when I get disconnected from Discord as well. There's a goal at Craven Cottage. Ball over. Harry Wilson. It's Harry Wilson for Fulham. It's 1-0. 3 games in the 2 o'clock kickoffs and 3 games that are now 1-0. Fulham winning, Brighton winning, and unfortunately for me, Palace winning at Old Trafford. But, like I say, plenty of time. We're not even... It's the 10th minute. We're all good. Maguire out to Dallo to advance forward. That's a lazy pass from Dallo, and Tyreek Mitchell's picked that up almost instantly. Luckily for United, Yoro's had the opportunity to pick it up. Fernandez has been dumped by Wharton. He's holding his face, but United still in possession, so the referee's going to play on. Casemiro, Dallo, a bit more of a solid pass through to Mbermo this time, up against Mitchell, cuts inside. Played inside for Kobbie Mainoo on the edge of the box. Little interception, but falls for Mbermo again. Dallo and Mainoo connecting. And then United reset out to Harry Maguire and move the ball over to this left-hand side. Maguire moving forward centrally, has to drop back for Yoro. Closed down nicely by Strand Larsen. Dallo and Casemiro operating in the right-hand channel. Into the channel for Cunha. Across box. And into the hands of Dean Henderson. It's the 10th minute and 45 seconds. I'm watching it live. Long ball forward. Maguire trying to keep it in play. Palace have picked it up with Strand Larsen, Munoz, and now Sarr. Into the channel. Munoz gets there because Shaw miscontrols, and Sarr's got the opportunity. Strike up against Lamons, who pushes it out, and then Luke Shaw goes head-to-head with Munoz. There was an offside in the build-up. Is Munoz offside against Shaw for the original cutback, or it's the follow-up from the save from Lamons where Munoz is miles offside? Lamons just up and pushed away. United to go again. It's a resolute start by Palace. Michael Carrick does have options off the bench. Mazraoui, Xerxes, Ahmad, Ugarte, Malacia, just to name a few. It's awkward for Casemiro, but he's managed to... it's cultured from him, isn't it? He's been doing that all his career. Now Lamons and find Yoro. Tried to clip it out to Cunha, but Munoz was there first. Now Wharton. His pass is intercepted. Here's Kamada. Turns away from Yoro, but has to cut back and face his own goal. Mitchell, and now Palace reset. First 10 minutes, it's 57% possession to 43 in Palace's favour. 4 shots, 2 on target, 5 touches in the opponent's box. United with 1 of each. 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 touch in the opponent's box. Makes sense, Venom. Yeah. I get you. Lacroix trying to step out from centre off under pressure from Fernandez. Palace very happy to just hold the ball and shift it from side to side in the defensive half. And then look to exploit the gaps. And there is one. Sarr inside. Munoz. Strand Larsen back looking for Munoz against Luke Shaw. Shaw should have that covered. Back to Lamons, who makes no mistake with a left foot clearance up towards Sesko. Mainoo, Fernandez. Mainoo again. Cunha couldn't quite get the flick off, and Wharton will pick up the pieces. It's been very sloppy in the midfield. Just realised I can't see the YouTube chat. If there was anybody in there, I apologise. Yeah. Logan, welcome into the YouTube stream. Yeah, not the greatest start, but plenty of time, plenty of football to be played, my friend. Yoro up against Strand Larsen. He's conceded the foul. It was 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other in terms of grappling. Hey, bud. What are you doing? What are you doing? You have a nice nap? Yeah? You have a nice nap? Fulham are winning and Brighton. Yes, I'm trying to keep you guys up to date with them. Obviously, I have to wait for the what Sky tend to do is if there's VAR checks and things like that, they wait until something's confirmed before they then pop it up as a graphic, just in case. Obviously, they get given a goal and then there's a VAR check and then they have to take it away. So as soon as I see it, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Harry Wilson and Gomez have scored respectively for Fulham and Brighton. And obviously it's Lacroix that's put Palace ahead after just 4 minutes. 1-1. Forest have got an equaliser. Who scored it? Who scored and who assisted? I'll wait for it to pop up on Sky. Shaw's going to get there ahead of Kamada. Cunha, good trap. Outside to Fernandez. Round the corner. Sesko in some space. This is good football from United. Cunha driving forward and central. Pulled back by Wharton. Ref says no. And Palace come away with the ball. It was Gibbs White. Lovely. Lovely stuff. That's good for my FPL because he comes in for me for Haaland, who wasn't in the squad for you for Man City yesterday. So a Morgan Gibbs White goal is good for me. And obviously good for Forest. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're good.
Fucking hell, Suze.
We're good.
Yeah, but you almost weren't good.
We're good. This is broken.
What's broken?
Like a corner.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, Gibbs White is a good player, yeah. I mean, you could still hang it by one.
It just wouldn't.
There we go then. We're having a little look at Gibbs White. Oh, that's an unbelievable strike. Just seeing Gibbs White's goal now in the picture. But Brighton have already gone back ahead. Danny Welbeck? Yep. Welbeck's put Brighton back ahead. Apparently it was 21 seconds after the restart. Crazy. Well, they always say you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. And Palace have... Forest have learnt that the hard way. 2-1 down at the Amex. But the Gibbs White goal still is good for me. Alright, back to Old Trafford. United in possession, but Palace, I say, very resolute, strong start. Not leaving any gaps. United not exactly being the cutest with the possession in the midfield. And as I say, that loose pass from Diogo Dalot gets nowhere near Bruno Fernandes. And then Dalot, overzealous, fouls Brennan Johnson and concedes a free kick. Michael Carrick won't be happy with what he's seen so far. At all. Hey, welcome back, Stockport. How we doing? I hope you've had a good weekend. Cunha. Is it a foul? Maguire not happy, having a bit of a... I'm not sure what Harry Maguire was going mad about. Sean Larson didn't touch him. Whatever. Back underway. Oh, that's a rough loss. Was it? Did you guys just get outplayed, or was it a lucky winner, or what was the circumstance for the result? Euro Dalot slightly more central, feigns the shot, looks for Bruno Fernandes, who didn't quite get there again. So everything just seems to be just out of reach of Fernandes in terms of passing at the moment, and Palace are going to come away with Munoz. Steps inside, finds Wharton, goes back for Richards, and all the way back to Henderson. We were 1-0 up in the second half. We turned off and gave 2 goals away. That is frustrating. Happens all too often, especially in those lower leagues. Euro up against Sarr. Maguire deals with it nicely. Casemiro looks up and pings a lovely ball, looking for Fernandez. Richards' header goes back to Lacroix, and he heads it back to Dean Henderson. Palace are going to try and slow this game down as much as they can now. It's really not been the greatest 20 minutes. Richards went long looking for Strand Larsen. He only found Diogo Dalot. Nice interception. Mainu, Casemiro, Sesko, and then again back to Dean Henderson. Every single time, Palace are just going to shut the defences up and then play the ball back for Henderson to pick up and slow the game down as much as possible. You can see the game plan here from Oliver Glasner's side. Just try and frustrate United, especially in those midfield areas. Remember the Leicester-Southampton game where Leicester went 3-0 up? Yeah. How did it end? Sarr's advancing for Palace. He's found Mitchell. Dallow's done well to usher him out for a goal kick. That's much better from Diogo Dalot. Yeah, much better. Good strength. Luke Shaw's down. This is not good. When Luke Shaw goes down, it normally means he's done. Checked over by the physio. Is it? He's not holding a particular body part. He doesn't look happy, Luke Shaw, I think. Struggling to lip read him here as well. Ah, okay. So it's a 50-50 between him and Munoz just stands on the top part of the front of the foot. I'm not sure what that section is actually called, but metatarsal maybe, that region. Luke Shaw's back on his feet, and they've got Mazraoui warming up just in case. And if that, I assume that would be Mazraoui to right back and Dalot to left back if Shaw is unable to continue. But he is walking on it and seems to be uncomfortable, but not like pained. So we'll see how that progresses over the next few minutes. No, they're not taking any chances. Luke Shaw coming off, so we'll update the lineup for those of you guys that are watching in the horizontal. That will be Mazraoui coming in. Where is he? Number 3, Mazraoui. And then I'm assuming Dalot will go over to left back. So we'll play that safe and go there. So Luke Shaw off for United, Mazraoui on. It's probably the right decision. If it is a potential issue in and around the metatarsal area, it was what kept Lissandro Martinez out for the longest time, a little while back. You know, Rooney did it as well. I think Beckham did it. It's not a great injury to have to deal with. So hopefully it's not as bad, and taking him off and getting it looked at will prevent any further issues. It does look like Mazraoui's tucked into this left back role for the time being, but I would anticipate him and Dalot swapping. Dalot being the slightly more comfortable of the two, although they both can play either side. Speaking of Dalot, it's a sloppy touch. It's intercepted by Kamada, luckily. United can pick up the pieces again. Harry Maguire finding Bruno Fernandes. It finished 4-3 to Southampton. That's crazy. Whereas, like, the Brentford game yesterday, they were 3-0 up, or 3-1 up at halftime, I think it was. And Burnley pulled them back to 3-3, had a goal disallowed that would have been 4-3 to Burnley, and then Brentford went and won it 4-3. Mental. But that's football. The atmosphere in that stadium would have been incredible for the entire game. Mainu and Burmo, Fernandes round the corner. Mazraoui advancing on this left-hand side up against Munoz. Dropped in for Cunha up against Richards. Going to take him towards the byline and to the byline, Cunha. And then Richards just bodies him off and out for a goal kick. A little bit of a unit is the American right centre-back for Palace. Michael Carrick cuts a frustrated figure on the sideline. 27 minutes in, United 0, Palace 1. Glasner's not happy with something. Telling all his players to get forward. Why are we playing out from the back but looks it? And then Henderson's goal kick goes straight out for a throw-in on Diogo Dalot's right-hand far side. I mean, if there's interest, I can stream England games, but I've not anticipated doing anything in the international break that's coming up. And then with the World Cup in the summer, because it's in America, the games are really late, and obviously we've got a 1-year-old. I can't really be screaming and shouting at 10, 11 midnight.
You can. You'll just be doing it somewhere else.
I mean, I don't know if you heard that, but the missus is saying I can do it, but I have to do it somewhere else. So very unlikely that I'll be doing streams for the World Cup, sadly, because of the time zone issue. And but like I say, we'll see. Next season, obviously, we're hoping to have European football back in a reset for all the competition. So hopefully there'll be, more than one game a week or every 10 days. So there'll be more football-based streams, and then I can integrate that into the gaming schedule that I want to try and put back together, because I only do football content. I only stream football content on YouTube. I don't do the gaming content on YouTube. I'm trying to keep the two entities separate. So my gaming streams will go on to Just Kick, and then the football and will go onto Kick and YouTube for longevity purposes and forever content. So right, we're approaching the half-hour mark. United have got more possession in the last 10 minutes, definitely, but that early change, but Mazraoui on for Luke Shaw due to injury is not ideal in the position that United are in. Casemiro in the channel for Bruno Fernandes, right-hand side, feigns the cross and then tries to play in Mbermo. Good cover from Lacroix. Palace have been fantastic defensively. Can't argue with it. I mean, you can, but you'd be wrong. Maguire trying to advance forward. 1-2 with Cunha. Ends up with Yoro and now Dalot. Early cross. All the way over and no one's there. Out for a throw-in. Ooh, what's up, bud? Palace taking their time with the throw-in. What are you doing? Is Mbeumo going to get there? He is. Casemiro. This is an awkward camera angle. Yeah, can we reset that and go back to the other one, please? Thank you. Mbeumo, Mainu, Casemiro, Mazraoui with space. Mainu again. Yoro. Inside for Fernandez, round the corner looking for Mbeumo. It's deflected off. And Mbeumo manages to win the corner. First for United. It'll be from the far side. We would have had Luke Shaw out there to in-swing it, but it looks like it's going to be Mbeumo to take it now. Can United make something of this first corner as Palace did with theirs 25 minutes ago? It is Mbeumo. It's central. It's looking for Maguire, who gets his head onto it. And Sarr's deflection sends it back out for another corner from the same side. Mbeumo with a second slice. Second chance to deliver. First one was dangerous. Let's make this one as dangerous as well. Mbeumo, similar area. Strand Larsen gets there first. Fernandez wins the edge of the box collision with Kamada. Is the ref just giving a throw in? I'm not sure. Fernandez gets up. Kamada gets his head to it first, but there is a clash of heads. He's smiling. He's alright. Maguire got up ahead of Richards, and Sars adjusted his feet well to get the clearance away from that first corner. It did deflect off of Wharton. I think Henderson would have had it covered. We're back into live action. Mazraoui's deep left-footed cross, and Mbeumo plays it back across. Sesko gets underneath it, but his shot was blocked, and it's smashed away for a throw-in for United. United are certainly starting to turn the dial up, trying to turn the heat up on Palace. But as I say, they've started really well defensively. And Mbeumo skips away. Deep cross looking for Sesko, but finds Dean Henderson, who read it well. This is better, though. I'm going to make a bold statement here that this game will not finish 1-0. Yoro's done well against Strand Larsen. Mainu picks up the defensive clearance, although Mazraoui's lost it to Munoz, who's then gone and won a throw-in. You alright, Sue? What are you doing? Sar's gone down holding his leg, but he was offside. It was a little altercation with Mazraoui. Was it just a collision of legs? What happened? Oh, he's a good 2 or 3 yards off, and yeah. Feels a little hand in the back for possession, and Sar's still down. There's been a goal at Craven Cottage. It's 2-0 to Fulham by the looks of it. Iwobi's found Wilson on the inside back to Iwobi. Oh, what a finish from Alex Iwobi. Spurs are in fucking trouble. Harry Wilson with a goal and an assist, I believe. 35 minutes played, and Iwobi puts Fulham 2-0 to the good at home to Spurs. Foul by Brennan Johnson over on the far side on Diogo Dalot, taken quickly. Dalot can advance forward, chops away from Johnson. We've not really seen much of Brennan Johnson this game so far. Casemiro, Fernandez, good first touch. Back heel looking for Dalot, but finds Kamada. Johnson loses it to Casemiro, and then Dalot fouls Kamada. It's the linesman that gives it. And it's a yellow card for Diogo Dalot. So we'll pop that on for him. No, wrong one. No, that's Mazraoui. Why have I got Mazraoui twice, bro? What's going on? Hold on a second. I need to fix this. Why didn't any of you tell me that I had Dalot on Mazraoui on twice?
You got Mazraoui on twice.
Shut up. There we go. That's a bit better. Alright, United coming forward again. Bruno Fernandes looking for options. Mazraoui's the option with some space on this left-hand side. Cunha's ahead of him. Munoz has gone to engage early. Dropped into Cunha, goes back to Maguire. Brian, good morning. How are we doing? Dalot, Casemiro in the channel for Fernandes. 1-2 with him. Burmo, good touch away. Brian and Burmo, edge of the box. Laid it for Mazraoui, who, I mean, there was confusion between him and Cunha, and the shot got blocked regardless. It was good work from Fernandes and Burmo. Really feel like United could have, this should be challenging Dean Henderson there and making him work. Yoro looking for options. He's struggling under pressure from Strand and Sarr, and has to go all the way back to Senna Lamens. Who, other than that one save against Sarr, really hasn't had much to do. Casemiro, Sesko, little flick down to Cunha. Richards gets there ahead. The ball's fallen to Mainu. Mazraoui feigns the cross. Mainu Fernandes has got some space on this left-hand side to whip in across. Looking for Sesko! And his header hits the hands of Dean Henderson, who is, as I said before the game kicked off, going to have the game of his life. That's better from United, though. Fernandes looking for Sesko. Good header, good power on it, but just not quite far away from the former United GK. What were we yaying? You thought we'd scored?
I'm trying to encourage him that when you're shouting like that, it's not a bad shout.
Okay. Last 10 minutes possession, United have really turned it around. 81% possession. 32 passes in the final third and 6 crosses. Palace have had nothing. Dalot. You can see the run of Bruno Fernandes, but couldn't quite get the cross away. Has to drop it in for Yoro. Every single outfield player is in Palace's half right now. The only player not is Senna Lamens. Mainu going to try and unlock a pass. Finds Casemiro. Back heel, looking for Cunha. Richards recovered quickly, and Munoz clears as far as Harry Maguire. Good chest control, and then keeps it in play. Oh, ball's fallen for Strand Larsen. He's found Munoz, played it in the channel, looking for Sarr, but it's far too quick. And into the hands of Senna Lamens. I'm going to have to take those Peepo F1 flags away, because I haven't got ones for Cadillac or for Audi. Then none of them are updated. I can't leave some teams in there and some teams not. It'll wind me up. Casemiro's won it well in the halfway line. Finds Mbermo. Played in. Bruno Fernandes, edge of the box. Crossed in. Looking for Sesko. Cleared by Chris Richards. Throw into United. Dallow's taken the throw in and gone back to Yoro. And Kobe Mainu find the killer pass. Dropped into Mazraoui. Maguire central. Yoro United just working it from side to side. In step pass on Burmo. Fouled by Kamada. Ref says yes. Free kick. About 25 yards out. I'm going to have a Dorito. Because I can.
You are a Dorito.
Kamada is on a yellow card, so he does need to be careful, but United look like they've got two options over this free kick. It's Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. Feeling a decent race from your boy? Belgium has a lot of space. So, just try and make the most of it. Should be fine. Bruno Fernandes. I mean, it might be just a touch too far out for beating Henderson on pure power. But we'll see what he does. It is Fernandes. And it is a strike, and it's just over the bar. Did Henderson get a touch? He did. I tell you what, it was a great effort from Fernandes, and Henderson had to push it over. That is goal bound. It would have hit the underside of the bar and gone in. Henderson with a big paw. And it's a corner for Mbermo to take in swing from the far side. Mbermo's corner. Yoro was underneath it. It's fallen to Fernandes on the edge of the box. Mazraoui back to Fernandes. Feigns the left foot cross. Opens up some space through the legs of Kamada. And wins a free kick. It's Kamada's third foul, and he's already on a yellow card. Sean, good afternoon. How we doing? Kamada needs to be careful. He needs half-time to come, so the referee's not got him on his mind. One-man wall for Palace, Brennan Johnson. Fernandes will definitely try and cross this in for a Sesko, a Maguire, a Casemiro, a Yoro. Fernandes, 43 minutes played. Can United get something from this? It is clipped towards the back. Casemiro is there, and it's just wide of the mark with the header. Should be doing better with that. So many times over the years, both for United and other clubs, you've seen Casemiro just drifting into those options and spaces that are left for defenses by defenses, and the header would ripple the back of the net. This time, not so fortunate. I've been busy with the nursery and I'm listening to the match on the radio, so I'm just popping in to say hello. I appreciate that, Sean. I hope you and the missus are doing well. Lamans has come out and claimed that one well and fast-tracked out to Mazraoui. Fernandes was spaced to assess options. Goes inside from Mbermo. Good trap, but then the following touch isn't great. And Mbermo's won it back off of Brennan Johnson and then apparently conceded the free kick. No worries, man. No worries, Sean. All the best, mate. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday if you can. We will certainly talk soon. Cunha's done really well to turn away from trouble there. Strand Larson tracking him all the way back. He's into the Palace half-woman to throw in. Fantastic from Cunha. Don't know how much time they're going to add on. Maybe a minute or two. Luke Shaw injury, 2 minutes. 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half. That's a good ball from Kamada to Johnson up against Yoro. Cross into the box. It's over Saar. Strand-Larsen couldn't get there. Mazraoui did well. It's a little bit of headers and volleys. Casemiro finally gets it away. Is that a foul on a Burmo? Absolutely. By Lacroix. Free kick on the halfway line. United have turned a very dodgy start around in every capacity other than getting the equaliser. Fernandez first time cross on the edge of the box, scooped away by Lacroix, hits Mainu. Saar gets there ahead of Cunha, but Cunha's done well. And then they've both dragged each other to the ground, and Cunha's the one adjudged to have conceded the foul. Palace are just going to try and see this one out till half time. What are you doing? You come and sit with me at half time? It's not been the greatest first half of football we've ever seen at Old Trafford, but the response in terms of going 1-0 down has been good. Like I say, we've got back into the game, we've recovered and then dominated possession, we've dominated the touches, dominated the area of possession, everything apart from an equaliser. So Strand-Larsen's dragged Maguire down by the arm. With 90 seconds to play at the end of this first, well, no, less than that, 30 seconds to play. We are going to go on the BRB screen. I'll pop the music back on. I will remember to unmute it this time. But United looking at going in a goal down at Old Trafford at half time, courtesy of Lacroix's 4th minute header. It's got to go forward, otherwise the ref's going to blow the whistle. There it is, half time. Right, I'll see you guys in before the start of the second half. Let me get the tunes on, and I'll speak to you guys very shortly. Go and grab a drink, grab something to eat, go to the bathroom. I'll speak to you before the start of the second half. Michael Carrick side with a lot to do. It's United 0, Palace 1. No, that one. Hello. Right, I'm back. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can. Siobhan, welcome into the stream. If you can hear me, let me know. Carrot needs to give him a smack bum on the stern. Yeah, this. Because although it was a good recovery in terms of the reaction, we are still a goal behind at half time, thanks to Lacroix's 4th-minute header. And that needs to change as soon as possible in the second half. Right. For those of you that were on YouTube, apologies that during the BRB screens you guys don't hear the music. But due to YouTube's very strict copyright rules, you guys, and like I have to route the audio so that you guys won't be able to hear the music. So apologies for that. But appreciate you guys hanging out and still being here. If you are in the YouTube chat and you want to say hello, I don't bite, I promise. If you want to talk to me about where you're watching from, who you support, your thoughts on the game if you're watching it, or your team's game this weekend, then feel free to get involved in the chat. I do have a multi-chat widget, which means I am able to see both chats on Kick and both chats on YouTube. So whether you're watching in horizontal or vertical over on the red brand, I will see you. But yes, Siobhan, I agree. Carrick does need to give him a stern talking to, and I think he'll get something out of him. We are much better in the second half than we are the first half as a general rule this season. So I'd expect us to continue on that upward trajectory as long as Palace don't try and counteract that with a strong start like they did in the first 10 minutes of the game. 10-15 minutes they were the better side, but for the remaining 30 we bounced back, regrouped, grabbed all of the possession, grabbed the opportunities, grabbed the ball in areas that you want it to be and just couldn't convert. So let's see how the second half, which is due to get underway in the next minute or so, see how we get on. Yeah. Afternoon, Andy. How we doing, mate? How you doing? I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. How are you? Obviously not too great in relation to the result at the moment. But I say 45 minutes to fix that. You just completed Kyle undetected. Very nice. How much you step away with? And what method did you use? 1.54, very nice. So that pink diamond and then across to the airport to get the last few bits. Nice. Nice. I'll tell you what, I'll take a 1.5 or higher goals in the second half of this game if it means that we turn this around, because it is not looking good, Brev, as the kids would say. FPL not looking much better either. I ended yesterday on 20 points, and it's now 4 points for the day. 1 from Lemons, 2 from Fernandez. I mean, Gibbs White's going to come on and give me 6 at the moment for his goal against Brighton, but they are still losing that game as well. So, yeah, really not looking good. One weed, please, sir. I did manage to finish that Evo for you. I don't know if you saw. That's a great strike from Gomez. Keeper has to do better, though. Yeah, Sells needs to get a stronger hand to that. Igor Jesus to Gibbs White. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's all good. Like I say, the Gravenberch one finishes in 3 days. So 6 o'clock Tuesday, I think that'll be. Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, the other one's done. Very, very good card to use. Just a shame that I was playing with absolute morons in Rush. I didn't claim any of the objectives or the packs or anything like that. I left that for you as well. Yeah. Nice and easy. All good. All good. That's lovely from Iwobi, man. That finish is unbelievable. Although I don't know. I mean, I know we had 3 minutes of added time, but surely they should be back on the pitch by now. It's Arsenal Chelsea in the late kickoff today, isn't it? To be fair, I could stay on and watch it, but 3.3 mil, nice. Assume you and James Diamond covered the covered your deliveries earlier. Looking at the Discord chat, everything go all right with those? Right then, we are seconds away from kickoff. Lacroix's goal separates the two sides. 45 minutes to play. Let's hope for a better second half. Right, why is my... There you go. Heart rate monitor stopped for some reason. What are you doing, you crazy boy? Ah! 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 3 planes, 4 bikes. Not bad. No boats. Alright then, back underway at Old Trafford. Dallo, Casemiro just gets there ahead of Sarr. Back to Maguire. Apologies for the baby noises. I promise they're not me. No changes for either side. It's either a nightclub or, depending on what, if any, business goes on sale next week. On Thursday. We'll find out Wednesday night. Sesko drops in for Mainu, out for Casemiro on the Trivella. Dallo spots in Burmo central. Lacroix gets there up and above him, but Fernandez will pick up the pieces. And his back heel flick was not quite able to get to Diogo Dallo. Yeah. I mean, you can do Kaio, you can do the Dr. Dre, you can do Cluckenbell, you can do No Way Out. There's millions of dollars that you can earn in the interim between now and Wednesday night. Sesko, good flick, and Burmo in behind into the box. Under challenge from Wharton. Ball falls for Sesko. Struck up against. Oh. Out for a corner. That was a powerful strike from Sesko.
Excuse me. We do not bite. That's not going to save you. You shouldn't bite.
You bite mummy, I bite you.
Don't say that on the internet.
Arr. And Burmo, deep backstick corner. Casemiro's header was deflected up by Richards, out by Munoz as far as Dallo. Dropped it back in for Mbermo. A little bit behind him, but he's managed to control it well. Dallo, first time cross. Looks for Casemiro's head, and it's up and over the bar. Again. Oh, it's going to be one of those afternoons. Please don't be one of those afternoons. Please don't be one of those afternoons. Clash of heads with him and Sesko. What's going on here? Dean Henderson, yellow card, wasted time. AJ? AJ, Dad's trying to stream, you can't be shouting. AJ, Dad is trying to stream, you can't shout like that, you'll go to your bed. You'll go to your bed. You think I'm playing, boy? Well, United have got an opportunity open if Dallo can keep this in play, and he does. And Burmo, Mainu, digging across out. Sesko's header. And it's into the hands of Henderson again. It's a good start to the second half, but... tomorrow's certainly going to be interesting. Waking up in the morning and the house is empty is going to be very interesting. So everything is quiet, a little too quiet. Travella pass from Sarr out to Mitchell, keeps it in. Dallo needs to close in and engage. He doesn't. Strand Larson gets his shot away. Luckily for United, it's far and wide. Ball touching the handle of Qua there, but, you know, because it's United, it won't be handball. Casemiro looking to go in behind Convoy there. It's dropped to Sesko, looking for options. Here's Cunha. Tried to step away from Munoz, who got a vital touch to play the ball towards the byline, but Cunha's kept it in, chopping and changing directions, looking for options. Looks for Mazraoui. Cunha again, reverse pass. Mazraoui clipped left foot towards the back post and then put out by Tyreek Mitchell, corner to United. Here we go. And Burmo's corner. Up under Henderson, who gets a punch to it, drops to Saar, who smashes it towards the halfway line. Lamans has come up to collect. Out to Mazraoui. Wants an option. Bruno Fernandes gives him one, drills it into the path of Cunha. He's got in behind Lacroix. Penalty, ref, surely. And he's given the penalty. Mateus Cunha wins the penalty.
That guy bandaged.
Lacroix, the goal scorer. Palace's hero potentially turned villain. The referee took a second to make the decision. Bruno Fernandes is over talking. The referee's invited Fernandes to talk, along with Henderson, the captain of Palace. So what's going on? They're having a conversation. They're having a chin wag over the decision. You're either going to book him, send him off, or overturn the decision. What's going on?
That was murder.
They're not going to give this, are they? Cunha's foot is on the line. The line is the box. That's a penalty. What is the decision? Why are we... That isn't... Just book him and move on. If you're not going to send him off, fucking book him. What the fuck is going on? The standard of officiating in this fucking league is embarrassing. Taking 7 years to determine something. Right, so now he's going over to the... What? I have no idea. I can't give you any information because I don't know what he's looking at the screen. Is he looking to tell me whether it is a penalty or not? Is he looking to determine whether it's a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, which it is? Just book him and let us take the penalty, man. It's taken 7 years already. Oh, here we go. Lacroix has been sent off for Crystal Palace, which I think is harsh. But for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity, the goal scorer for Palace, the hero in the first half, becomes the villain in the second, and United have a big opportunity not only to equalise, but to turn this game around. It'll be Bruno Fernandes from the spot.
They need to warm up again first, though.
I do not agree with that decision. I'm saying it now. That should have just been a yellow card and move on. So it's Bruno Fernandes versus Dean Henderson. Bruno Fernandes. Scores! Come on!
Yay.
Right. Here we go. I say I don't agree with the red card decision, but at the end of the day, you take what you get. Brennan Johnson being substituted. Riyad's come on to maintain the back five, and Strand Larsen's coming off as well. Who is that that's coming on for Palace? So it's Johnson and Strand Larsen off. He's not happy, Strand Larsen, you can tell. Riyad on, and I mean, I don't know all of the Palace players off by heart and off by face, to be honest. So who is the Palace number 27? 29, sorry. Guessand. Okay, there we go. So Palace will still maintain that 5 at the back. It will just turn into or 3/5. It will just be a 5-3-1 now. My WhatsApp group's going crazy, but I'll have to put that on hold until the end of the game. Man United in possession. Now, the last time Man United played at Old Trafford against 10 men was against Everton. We lost that 1-0. We're in a much better position already in that sense. Although Everton did score their goal with only 10 men on the field. Let's not make the same mistake twice. Fernandes, Casemiro switched out to Mazraoui, who has played over on this left-hand side in this game. I would have thought it would have been Dalot, but Dalot maintains his right-back position. Mazraoui drops in for Mainu and now Maguire. This should just be half an hour of non-stop bombardment. Cunha steps away from Munoz, but the cross was great and the touch from Sesko wasn't as goal kick. What? What's up, chicken nugget? What a palaver. Absolutely fact, Siobhan. Welcome in. Or welcome back, sorry. Henderson's goal kick is dealt with by Casemiro. Ball falls for Lenny Yoro after a little altercation in the middle. Love me some Pavlova? I bet you do. Maguire. Casemiro inside for Fernandes round the corner. Sesko takes a touch away by Convot, however you pronounce it. Call him Kumquat, why not? Yeah, this should just be a barrage now from United. Use the extra man to your advantage. Find the spaces. Exploit this 5-3-1 that Palace are now set to run for the next 30 minutes. Maguire, Casemiro around the corner looking for Sesko. Lost it to Wharton, and now Kamada can step away. Palace is still going to be dangerous on the counter, especially with this man Sarr on his way through. Although Euro got there just ahead. Yeah, if you do a redeem, then confetti pops up. Casemiro leaves it for Fernandes. And Burmo on the inside touch back to Fernandez, looking for options. Finds Cunha, Mainu, Cunha. Still got it, lost it. Convoy got there again. Dallo's picked up the loose pass. Bruno Fernandez advancing forward, clipping it forward, looking for Sesko. Harry Maguire's conceded a free kick on the halfway line. He's not happy, Maguire. He ran into Maguire, to be honest, but guess Hans won the free kick. Palace with some possession. Do you have to go to acting school to be a footballer? No.
Might help.
Apparently it does help, though. Henderson's gone long with his clearance. Yoro and Gassand were scrapping. Maguire dealt with the ball. Richards to Sarr to drive forward centrally and strike from distance, and it's into the hands of Lamans. Nice and easy. That is very true, Andy, to be fair. Casemiro, big switch out to Bruno Fernandez, who's operating on this left-hand side with space. Munoz trying to get in there. Checks inside. Bruno Fernandez goes for the strike from distance. And it's just wide. FPL will be looking a little bit healthier now with that Fernandez goal from the spot. 34. The skipper's bagging me 10 at the moment. 12, sorry. Red card for denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity that then led to a penalty that Bruno Fernandez has. I just realised I've not even put the fucking score up. You lot useless! You meant to tell me that I'm not doing things right. Sat here, it's fucking 10 minutes ago the goal went in. Bruno Fernandez coming forward for United. In behind for Cunha. Lost it. Fernandez deep cross looking for Sesko. That's an unbelievable header. Yes! Sesko, let's go. Yes!
You just dived at me.
Yes!
Yay!
Fernandez to Sesko. We're going to see that for many, many games to come. United complete the turnaround, and it's Sesko with his 7th goal in 8 appearances. That is fan-fucking-tastic. And no sooner do I turn the scoreboard 1-1, do I make the second update. United 2, Palace 1. Fan-fucking-tastic. Air Sesko. Well underway.
It's alright. It's alright.
United are the team for me with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone, White City, fuck off home. Come on!
How long have you got between your game and your rest? You're resting until like 7.
3 hours? Plenty of time. I could easily decapitate him in that time if you need me to. He just looked up and, no, thank you. No, please.
Why are you getting frustrated?
Chelsea need to win versus Arsenal. I fucking agree. Logan, are you an Arsenal fan, Logan? or a Chelsea fan? Who are you a fan of? Fernandez round the corner, back from Sesko, gets it back. Fernandez swings out to Cunha. United coming forward, attack after attack. Cunha's gone from distance and it's into the hands of Henderson. Why am I checking things like my phone isn't right in front of me? Goal at Craven Cottage.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Hello.
Tottenham have put one back. It's 2-1. Richarlison.
Just slide down, baby.
Will Hughes coming on for Palace. Adam Wharton coming off. So I'm just replying to messages and then checking FPL. Right, Palace free kick. Launched up by Hughes, away by Maguire, touched by Cunha, great ball control, and wins the free kick against Munoz. Casemiro driving away with the ball, looking for Fernandez, didn't quite get there. The clearance as far as Mainu. City fan, Chelsea need to win so that we win the Premier League. City for life. Fair enough. And yes, I did see the goal from Chimeti for Rangers. It was a great finish. Mainu. And Burmo. All right, then. United could really do with putting the sword to Palace here and bagging as many as they can just to increase their goal difference. It's already better than Aston Villa's, and as it stands, we are going into the top three, but there's still a lot of football to play. And Arsenal and City both have better goal differences than us. Mainu's bundled into Kamada there, free kick. That did turn around Bryant. Certainly did. We struggled against Leeds. Leeds are a tricky fucking side, man. Like, look at the scalps they've had this season. They've taken points off of City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United, and Arsenal. Like 5, like all of the top teams they've taken points off. I'm pretty sure. Getting the race rust off, you'll be fine, Lewis. Don't worry. Logan, are you concerned about these charges and the results coming out of that in the coming weeks and months? I've not actually spoken to a City fan on stream about the charges situation to get like a fan's perspective. Because here's the thing: if there's like 130 or something, is what they're saying. If one of them is found to be that you're guilty of them, how much does that taint the legacy of the trophies that you won in the period of time? It's like 09 to 18 or whatever it is that that's under investigation. Like, and how, like, say, 100 of them are clear, but 30 of them you're found guilty of. Palace and not Palace, Forest and Leicester and all these other teams that have had deductions of points for one charge. If you have 30, how many fucking charges? How many points are you going to be like? Everton was the other one, yeah. How many do you get taken down then? Cunha's just burnt past Munoz, got into the box, gone down under challenge. Refs told him to get up. Fernandez has found Mainu. Edge of the box for Casemiro. He looked to strike it. Dropped it in Vidallo instead. Left foot cross. Cunha's underneath it. Ball back across. Richards away. And Fernandez can keep it in play. Jesus Christ. Bruno Fernandes feigns the cross. Instep for Mainu. Left foot cross all the way up and over. And then Mitchell takes it down on the chest and out for a corner. Yeah, Wednesday got -18. They're now relegated after losing to Sheffield United midweek, and then they lost again yesterday to Southampton to double down on a bad week. And Burmo corner, 74 minutes played. It's gone to the back post looking for Casemiro, who does get there, but it's gone backwards. Fernandez has zinged it back out to Burmo. What a pass if he's onside. And then Burmo takes time, picks up the cross. Underneath it is Casemiro. What a save by Dean Henderson. I might not like him, but fuck me, he's a decent keeper. Fernandez clipped one, looking, and Henderson's come out and claimed that one. AJ, you need to calm down. He just tried to side foot it back across Henderson, but he recovered well. Big left paw to push it away from Henderson. Good work. Honestly, I don't like him, but he is a decent GK. Benjamin Sesko going to be substituted for Amad Diallo for the last 15 minutes of the game. I'm going to make the assumption that Mbermo is going to move centrally and Amad will go to the right. So that's what I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm just gonna do that because that's easy. Ahmad on the lineup replaces the striker, so that's where he goes. Casemiro, Ahmad's first involvement. Stepped away from Mitchell, finds Casemiro. Fernandez left it for Cunha. Ahmad in behind. No, Cunha's judged to have fouled Sarr. I've already... So mine was Brentford to beat Burnley yesterday. I only just got away with that one. I'm still in... There's still 3 of us going into next week's games. I haven't really had a look at the fixtures. Anthony. You need to calm down, dude.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. You need your nappy done. Do you want to do the nappy?
Longest unbeaten runs in Europe's major leagues. Inter Milan on 15, United on 10, Atalanta on 9, and Bournemouth on 8. Palace coming forward with an option though. Kamada looking for Munoz, although Mazraoui's got there first. That's great work. He might have lost it in the follow-up, but the recovery was good because Munoz would have had a lot of space and time to pick out a pass there. Kamada plays Mitchell in behind. Dallo doesn't engage with the cross. Real Hughes' shot is weak and blocked us and smashed away. Palace still in possession. Richards. Riyad out to Mitchell. Hold on, I'm missing chat. Give me a sec. I wouldn't choose a Premier League team next week. The fixtures are obvious ones. Like, yeah, that team should beat. They aren't like that. Okay. Mainu Fernandez was looking for a reverse pass for Mbermo. Richards intercepts and it goes back to Riyad and now Dean Henderson. Palace have played out nicely that. Will, who's just driving through the centre of midfield. Who is Sheffield Wednesday playing? Maguire. Dallo, Fernandez, Dallo. Derby away. Okay. Anthony, you need to have a nappy change. You need to go and put your nappy back on, please. I said about 10 minutes ago, United need to try and put the sword to Palace and bag at least one more. Okay. Well, it's good, patient, possessional play for United, but take a risk. You're a man up. AJ's trying to escape with half an nappy on. That's a great reverse ball for Fernandez from dropped in for Ahmad, who strikes it, and Henderson has to push it away. Munoz ushered it so that he could get the follow-up. That's a good play, patient from United, but the killer pass from Fernandez, for Fernandez by Casemiro. Little flick over his head from Fernandez, dropped it in for Ahmad. It was a little bit, it was just getting away from him, the shot. He still took it on, made Henderson work. Every game is 2-1 to the home side. That's not very often that happens, is it? You get 3 or 4 games kick off at the same time, and all of the results are the same way for the same for one side of the fixture. Is Gibbs White still on the pitch for Forest, or has he been substituted? I know they tend to sub him every now and then just to make sure he doesn't lose his head in a game, essentially. Casemiro just taking the ball over the halfway line, dropped in for Bruno Fernandes, who's playing very deep now. Ahmad up against Mitchell, covered by Riyad, drops in for Dallo. Here's Fernandez, time and space. Tried to fire it towards Mbermo. Cleared away. Will Hughes fires it only as far as Casemiro with time and space. Dropped in for Fernandez, edge of the box, looking for the 1-2 with Casemiro. Was he tripped by Reed? Ref says no. He's still on? Fair enough. What are you doing, Trouble? No, that cable's not for you. What are you doing? You're not having crisps. Oh, nice from Ahmad. Fernandez, Cunha, time and space. And again, it's a weak shot. Just making Henderson work. Huh? What are you doing? You mind your butt. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh, Munoz is in behind. Is he onside? Kamada, loose touch, smashed away by Mazraoui. I don't think that would have been a close offside call. There's Will Hughes. Game certainly not over yet. 83rd minute. Casemiro fouls Gasson in the middle of the park. Xerxes and Aiden Heaven about to come on for United. Or are we going to continue with the game? What's going on? Give me a second there, guys. Okay, they're not going to make the substitutions just yet. Referee going to allow this Palace free kick to come in. Kamada's gone short to Mitchell. Mitchell central, looking for the strike. Fernandez stops it. And he does eventually get it away, and it's out for a goal kick. So now the substitutions will be made, I assume. Casemiro coming off for Joshua Xerxes. Oh, no, wait, sorry, that's the Palace substitution. Kamada coming off for Yeremy Pino. It's Harry Maguire coming off for Aiden Heaven. And then Burmo coming off for Joshua Xerxes. There we go. All right, we are now back horizontal. So the back line now consists of what United hope will be their centre-back partnership for years to come with Yoro and Heaven. Goal kick played back to Lamans and out. Up and away, looking for Xerxes. Good first few touches. Dallo slipped on the turf, not once but twice, and Pino can escape. Inside, Gesson. Dropped out for Mitchell and back for Riyadh. Munoz up against Mazraoui. And forced backwards to Chris Richards. And out to Riyadh again. Yoro intercepts the long ball. What are you trying to do? Lamans looks to clip one up towards Xerxes. Richards got there in front of him. Pino picks it up. Turns away from Ahmad. Drops it in for Mitchell. Palace just trying to hold possession, I think. What Harry Maguire thing? Good interception by Bruno Fernandes to stop the passing towards Will Hughes, and Heaven pings one out towards Ahmad. Good touch and strength. Casemiro takes over, drops in for Xerxes, although Richards got there first. And Pino's pinged one over the top looking for Gesson, but he's only going to find the byline and a goal kick. Oh, yeah, that was stupid. He didn't make any contact with him. Well, Palace certainly don't seem like a team that have given up under Glasner. He might not be there come the end of the season as he walks away for pastures new, but the players haven't down tools, I can tell you that. Or at least they haven't in this game. Cunha and Gesson working hard against each other. Mainu's going to pick up the pieces. Lose it to Hughes, wins back Mazraoui, Cunha, and now Fernandes to break forward. Bruno Fernandes. Reverse pass into Xerxes up against Richards on the byline. That's a lot of hair in one altercation. Mainu, Fernandes. Casemiro. Inside for Ahmad. Dallo, back to Ahmad. Lost out to Will Hughes. Casemiro, big challenge. Pino with the ball. Mitchell escapes. Sarr central and now space to drive into. Aiden Heaven going to come over and track him. Small bit of contact and there's going to be a yellow card for Aiden Heaven. There. No, that's the ball. There. There we go. I haven't, no. Right, 90th minute. Pino's going to clip that one to the back post. Casemiro's going to let it run and out for a goal kick. Richards couldn't get there. Yeah, she's calling around with AJ. And the fourth official is going to indicate some added time. I mean, it's definitely going to be at least 5 minutes. That VAR check took forever for the penalty. Eight minutes of added time. Game not over yet. Mazraoui, Xerxes, Cunha, Mainu, Cunha. Good football from United. Heaven and Yoro. Now Dallo. All scores still 2-1. Yes, sir. Casemiro. Fernandes. Great turn. And into Diogo Dallo. Ahmad up against Mitchell. Drops inside. Mainu. Dallo. Fernandes is advancing. It goes back to Mainu. Fernandes back again. Casemiro looking for Ahmad. Good flick by Riyad. Casemiro's headed down for Fernandes, who gets the touch. Xerxes underneath it. Gesson's going to bring down the high ball. Casemiro, great recovery. Fernandes. Mazraoui. Oh, Richards just got there. Munoz gives it straight to Kobe Mainu. Cunha. It's a foul. What's he complaining about? He's ripping him back by the shoulder. It's a foul. 6 minutes added in both the other games and 8 in this one. Remember when it was always 2 or 3 minutes? I do. 2 minutes of the added 8 to play. Have been played, sorry. Oh, it's loose. Guess on. Heaven gets a touch. Can Dallo keep it in play? He does. And a second attempt. Euro just clipped into Mainu. Plenty of space to bring it down on the chest and turn. Will Hughes isn't going to bother. Mainu, Ahmad, good first and second touch. Going to drop it back for Mainu and back for Ahmad. Feigns a shot on his left foot, then strikes it on his right. That's an unbelievable shot and save by Henderson. Corner ball. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny, Lewis. I was in a pub watching that. Big strike, always curling away from Henderson. Good 2 hands on it to push it out for a corner. I assume it'll be Fernandez out to in swing it. Yes, it is. A third here would be lovely. Fernandez is underneath the keeper. In fact, it's just over the bar. "17 shots, 11 on target, 29 touches in the opponent's box, and 61% possession. United's Palace, 8 shots, 3 on target, 12 touches in the opponent's box. Mainu, Ahmad going to take Riyadh on a ride down the channel. Jumps over the slide tackle. Ahmad, this is a good opportunity. Falls back for Xerxes. Blocked. Oh, wow. What a block. It was Richards that then recovered it. Pino's going to drop it in for Riyadh. Ahmad had him under on strings just then. Munoz, convo up the channel, looking for Will Hughes, who's a never runner, but he's not that fast. He's never going to get there. Heaven back to Lamans. His ball forward for Fernandez. Good header down for Mainu, who plays Ahmad through the middle. Is he onside? Ahmad, Chris Richards has gone through the back of him. Oh, he was offside. It did look close. Yeah. He's off. Fuck's sake. AJ's currently in the bathroom. Henderson goes long for Munoz. Good header down to Sarr. Twisting and turning, gets the ball in. Yoro's going to deal with the cross. As far as Hughes. And Casemiro gets it down for Xerxes. Good touches, although he's lost it to Sarr again. Mitchell. Fernandez down there to block the cross. He does get enough on it. Dallo. And now Casemiro. Yeah. Up the channel for Fernandez. Little instep for Xerxes. Round Richards. That's good from Joshua Xerxes. Switch across for Cunha. He's got Ahmad and Fernandez joining him. Cunha, Fernandez, Ahmad, Xerxes. They're all trying to get Xerxes the shot, I think, by the looks of it. And then copy Mainu from distance, strikes it, and it's far and wide. They're all trying to get Xerxes a goal there. Oh, he had a bath yesterday. He loves his baths, man. Bruno Fernandes named man of the match. Goal and an assist in the turnaround in the second half. Gesson leans out for Pino. He's got Mitchell on the overlap. Pino looking for Gesson. Lamans is going to let it run out for a goal kick. Fantastic work. So Forest and Spurs both lose. $30 or so left on the clock in this one. Menu, Fernandes, Xerxes. This will be the last attack. Or will it? Saad driving forward. Mazraoui's gone all the way over to the left-hand side. From the left-hand side to the right to cover him. Casemiro with a big challenge. Mitchell central for Pino. This is still dangerous. Mainu gets it clear. And that'll be full-time. The comeback complete. United into the top 3. It looked shaky in the first half, but Lacroix went from hero to villain. Goal in the 4th minute, red card in the second half, conceded the penalty. Fernandes converted and then became creator for Sesko, who scores his 7th goal in 8 appearances under Michael Carrick. United into the top 3. Henderson and Fernandes having conversations, captain to captain. Former teammates. And the Reds go marching on, rings around Old Trafford. Thank you for watching, guys. I do enjoy doing these football streams. Make sure you check out Elijah's stream later for the Belgium race. I assume he's streaming, although I've not heard from him since, like, Tuesday. So we'll have to wait and see. But all games finished 2-1. United 2, Palace 1. Fulham 2, Tottenham 1. Brighton 2, Forest 1. I'll see you in a couple of hours for the Belgium race. For now, much love. Peace.